Hi everyone, it's summer and it's time to discuss with you about bringing your hair topper or wig to swimming pool, sea, sex and sun. Not sex, but sea, sex and sun. Sorry for my French jokes. I don't even know if you know this music in the whole world, but it's a beautiful music from Serge Gainsbourg, I think. So, a lot of people, a lot of women are asking me if, actually it's one of the questions that is the most oftenly asked to me. Can I go to the swimming pool with a hair topper or wig? And the answer is yes. If you really want to, you can go to the swimming pool with your hair topper or with your wig. I think it would be best to not put your head under the water because maybe the structure could be a bit more visible if it's wet, but I'm even not sure it would be visible. But if your head is outside of the water, you can of course go to the swimming pool with it. There is really no problem to do that. The only problem is that you will maybe not feel comfortable to go to a swimming pool with a hairpiece because usually in a swimming pool there is a lot of sun, so it's maybe a bit hot outside, and you would feel maybe better, more comfortable without it. So I think it would be actually a better idea to put a hat if you don't want people to see your alopecia than to put a hair topper or wig. But if you really want, you can. I did it sometimes. I went to a swimming pool with my hair topper and it was okay. It did not destroy it by himself because you put it in water. You have to understand that the chlor on the piscine and the salt, because it's the same in sea, you can also go swimming to the sea with your hair topper or wig. You have to understand that salt and chlor are not really good for hair, not for hairs, for hair. It's not really good for your hair. Even your hair, but also hair from hair topper and wigs, because it's the same, it's natural Remy hair, and because you bought that piece and sometimes it's a bit important amount of money because it's really huge quality piece, it's important to not expose them too much to things that will that are not really good for them, like salt and chlor. I think it's better to protect your hair topper or wigs from salt from the sea and chlor from the swimming pool. But if you really want, you can. You can go to the sea and to the swimming pool, swim a bit with your head outside of the water and it will be okay. And even if some amount of water go to your hair, it will be okay. I'm even sure that I really think that the structure will not become visible. I never did it, so that's why I'm not certain. But you can try on the shower if you want to see what is like, what the hair topper or the wigs look like when you are completely wet. But I think it's not a good idea to go under the water with a wig or a hairpiece. But I'm saying to you that because if there is children that are putting some water on you, you don't have to panic. It's okay, it will not become really visible in 2 seconds. It's like when you have some wands on your hair topper and wigs, it's completely the same. It will not become visible like that. You have to be very wet before the structure can become a bit visible. So don't be afraid about that. My advice would be to not wear the hair prosthesis when you go on the water, but if you really want to, you can. Actually, the most important danger for hair topper and wigs is not sea and swimming pool, it's the sun. And this is particularly true for blonde and light brown pieces that are not virgin hair. For instance, European hair like this field of gold piece it's virgin hair. Megan, Cathy on the website, Leila, Chicago, Cat European hair are virgin hair. It means they are not processed. They were not whitened and then redyed to have their new and definitive color. So what you have to understand is that Brazilian hair that you have on the website, like blonde pieces like Elodie, Angèle, even light brown pieces like Kate, Alice, Emma, all the light brown to blonde pieces are hair that were dyed a bit to obtain their final color. It means they are more sensitive to sunlight. And the danger, the most important when you go to a destination with a lot of sun, sorry, is that the sunlight, when it's strong, can damage a bit the color of your hair topper if it's every day for a long period. It's not in one day. For instance, I live in the south of France. I can wear a hairpiece at the sun without any problem. But if you wear your hairpiece every day in a strong sunlight, after 1 month or two, it will change a bit the color. So you have to protect your hair from the sun. If the color change a bit, it's not a big deal, but you just have to know that you will have to re-dye it after several months to be sure that you have the initial color. For instance, when you buy a piece that is light brown, like Kate, yes, Kate is a good example, like Kate Middleton's hair. It's light brown when you buy it, but after 1 year at normal sunlight of daily wear in normal area with not too much sun, the color will change a bit. It will lighten a bit. So it's completely normal after 1 year to make a new dyeing process on your piece, a new coloration to have the exact same color from the very beginning. When you wear a piece that is really light blonde, like Elodie, Angèle, Anaïs, they are really sensitive to sunlight. So it's really important to not put them too much at strong sunlight, because the color can vary a bit. So if you want to wear your hairpiece at the sea, at the swimming pool, etc. every day during your holidays, maybe it could be a good idea to put a out on it. It's also important to not put solar cream, take care of this, not put, when you have solar cream on your head, to not put them on, to not put solar cream on the hair, because I heard on other brands across the world that it can change the color of the hair topper in pink. So I think that sometimes there is alcohol or things like that in solar cream, so I think it's really important to not put some things you don't know the composition on hair prosthesis. And it will be also the same thing for heat protectors. Sometimes people are asking to me if they can put some oil that are not heat protector but solar protector, and even heat protector. If there is alcohol in it, if the composition is not really clear, and if you don't know how the hair will react, it's always important to first check on a strand of hair to be sure that it won't make the hair vary of color. If the hair is virgin, it will be okay. It's exactly like your hair. You can put whatever you want on it. But if it's hair hair that has been processed, like light brown hair, light brown Brazilian hair, or blonde pieces that are not virgin, it will be important to not put whatever kind of product on it that you don't know exactly what the composition will do to the hair. It's better to just check on a strand of hair before, and I would not trust this solar protection for hair. I'm not sure it will really work to protect your piece, so I think it's better to wear a hat if you really want to protect the piece from the sun, if there is really a lot of sunlight in the area where you go to holidays. If you live in an area that is really with a lot of sunlight, and it's the case for some of my customers, it's not a problem. It will not destroy your piece. But when you live in areas where there is a lot of heat, because heat, I think, is also oxidating the piece more quickly than normal temperature. If there is a lot of sunlight where you live, it's not a real problem for your hairpiece, but maybe you will have to dye it more often than the people that live in Paris, for instance, or in Bretagne, in France, because the sunlight will change a bit the color, so it will be important to maybe darken it a bit every 6 months to 1 year to be sure that the color is exactly what you want. So I really hope that you liked this video. If you want to be advised personally of the piece that could be perfect for you, don't hesitate to WhatsApp me. You can find my WhatsApp on the website, and you can send me some photos of your hair at daylight, and I will be really happy to help. You can also join me by Instagram or via the contact form on the website. And that's all. I hope that you like this video, and don't hesitate to subscribe, because there is a lot of videos about hair topper and wigs that are in English on my YouTube channel. My English isn't perfect, but it's functional, I think. I hope. And see you soon in my next video.